Good morning, everybody. Let's get straight into the agenda for today. It's Wednesday. Wow, week's flying by. So by the time Wednesday ends, you should have completed on Google Classroom your week one assignments, your week two assignments, yesterday's thank you, ma'am, and then today you're going to read and respond thank you, ma'am by Langston Hughes. Questions of identity. Who am I? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this way? I really appreciate the people who have turned in their assignments even late because as long as you're doing them, I really appreciate it, and I don't want you to think you'll be punished for turning them in late. Get what you have and turn it in, okay? I really appreciate it. So we're gonna get to know one another. We're gonna be good listeners. We're gonna stay focused. We're gonna limit distractions on the Chromebook. We're going to read and respond to thank you, ma'am, today. We're going to read or listen closely to the text. We're going to connect the text to your own personal experiences, and you're going to respond and articulate your thoughts in a clear manner. So today, I'm going to be reading you the short story so you can listen to this. Sometimes it helps to hear stories and then following along with your own eyes. It actually helps with your literacy reading skills. So I would recommend it, and this will be posted by the time I make this video. So read and respond to 3 of the 6 questions. So let's first read the short story. She was a large woman with a large purse that had everything in it but hammers and nails. It had a long strap, and she carried it slung across her shoulder. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and she was walking alone when a boy ran up behind her and tried to snatch her purse. The strap broke with a single tug on the tug. The boy gave it from behind, but the boy's weight and weight of the purse combined caused him to lose his balance. So instead of taking full blast as he had hoped, the boy fell on his back on the sidewalk and his legs flew up. The woman simply turned around and kicked him in the square. His blue jeans hit her. Then she reached down, picked the boy up by his shirt front, and shook him until his teeth rattled. After that, the woman picked up the pocketbook. Boy, give it here. After that, the woman said, pick up my pocketbook, boy, give it here. She still held him. She bent down to permit him to stoop up and pick her purse. Then she said, now ain't you ashamed of yourself? Firmly gripped by his shirt, the boy said, yes'm. The woman said, what did you want to do? What did you want? I am struggling reading today, everybody. What did you want do it for? The boy said, I didn't aim to. She said, you will lie. By the time 2 or 3 people passed, stopped, turned to look, and some stood watching. If I turn you loose, will you run? Asked the woman. Yes, said the boy. Then I won't turn you loose, said the woman. She did not release him. I'm very sorry, lady. I'm sorry, whispered the boy. Uh-huh. And your face is dirty. I got a great mind to wash your face for you. Ain't you got nobody at home to tell you to wash your face? No, said the boy. Then it will get washed this evening, said the large woman, starting up the street, dragging the frightened boy behind her. He looked as if he was 14 or 15, frail, willow-wild, in his tennis shoes and blue jeans. The woman said, you ought to be my son. I would teach you right from wrong. Least I can do is right now is wash your face. Are you hungry? No, said the boy. I just want you to turn me loose. Was I bothering you when I turned that corner? Asked the woman. No. But you put yourself in contact with me. If you think that the contact is not going to last a while, you got another thought coming. When I get through with you, sir, you're going to remember Miss Llewellyn Bates, Washington Jones. Sweat popped out of the boy's face and he began to struggle. Mrs. Jones jerked him around in front of her, half Nelson about his neck, and continued to drag him to the street. When she got to the door, she dragged the boy inside, down a hall, into a large kitchenette furnished room at the rear of the house. She switched on the light and left the door open. The boy could hear other roomers laughing and talking in the large house. Some of the doors were open too. He knew he and the woman were not alone. The woman still had him by the neck in the middle of the room. She said, what is your name? Roger, answered the boy. Then, Roger, you go to that sink and wash your face, said the woman, whereupon she turned him loose at last. Roger looked at the door, looked at the woman, looked at the door, and went to the sink. Let that water run till it gets warm, and here's a clean towel. You gonna take me to jail? Asked the boy, bending over the sink. Not with that face. I would not take you anywhere, said the woman. Here I am trying to get home to cook a bite to eat, and you snatch my pocketbook. Maybe you ain't been to your supper either, late as it be, have you? There's nobody at my house, said the boy. Then we'll eat, said the woman. I believe you're hungry, or been hungry, to try to snatch my pocketbook. I wanted a pair of blue suede shoes, said the boy. Well, you didn't have to snatch my pocketbook to get some suede shoes, said the well of Bates, Washington Jones. You could have asked me, ma'am. The water dripping from his face, the boy looked at her. There was a long pause, a very long pause. After he had dried his face and not knowing what else to do, he dried it again. The boy turned around, wondering what was next. The door was open. He could make a dash for it down the hall. He could run, 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 run. The woman was sitting on the daybed. After a while, she said, I were young once, and I wanted things I could not get. There was another long pause. The boy's mouth opened. Then he frowned, but not knowing he frowned. The woman said, You thought I was going to say, but didn't you? You thought I was going to say, but I didn't snatch people's pocketbooks. Well, I was going to say that. Pause. Silence. I've done things too which I could not tell you, son, neither tell God, if he didn't already know. So you sat down while I fixed us something to eat. You might run that comb through here so you look presentable. Another corner of the room behind a screen was a gas plate and an ice box. Mrs. Jones got up and went to the screen. The woman did not watch the boy to see if he was going to run now, nor did he watch the purse, which had left behind on the bay bed. But the boy took care to sit on the far side of the room where he thought she could not easily see him on the corner of her eye, if she wanted to. He did not trust the woman not to trust him, and he did not want to be mistrusted now. Did you need somebody to go to the store? Asked the boy, maybe to get some milk or something. Don't believe I do, said the woman. Unless you want sweet milk. I was going to make cocoa out of this canned milk I got here. That'll be fine, said the boy. She heated some lima beans and ham, and she had an ice box and made the cocoa and set the table. The woman did not ask the boy anything about where he lived or his folks or anything like that would embarrass him. Instead, as they ate, she told him about her job in a hotel beauty shop that stayed open late, what the work was like, and all the kinds of women that came in and out, blondes, redheads, Spanish. Then she cut them half for a 10-cent cake. Need some more, son. When they finished, they got up. Now here, take this $10 and buy yourself some blue suede shoes. And next time, do not make this mistake of latching on my pocketbook or nobody else's. Because shoes come by devilish like that will burn your feet. I gotta get some rest now, but I wish you would behave yourself, son, from here on in. She led him down to the front door and opened it. Good night, behave yourself, boy, she said, looking out onto the street. The boy wanted to say something other than thank you, ma'am, to Mrs. Llewellyn Bates from Washington Jones, but he just couldn't. As he turned at the barren stoop and looked back at the large woman in the door, he barely managed to say thank you before she shut the door. He never saw her again. Woof! Chills. Love that short story. So today, you're going to be reading that, or listen to it, because you just listened to it, and you're going to respond to 3 of these questions. There's 6 options. You just choose 3, okay? Why do you think Mrs. Jones handles the situations the way she does in the story? What is she trying to accomplish? How do you think this experience is likely to affect Roger? So why do you think this woman, some boy just tried to steal her purse? Instead of calling the cops, she took him in, made him dinner, and talked to him. Why do you think she did that? Why do you think she makes a point of making Roger wash his face? Why does she give him food? Why does she tell him about her past? Why does she avoid asking him about his family or background? Why do you think Roger decides he does not want to be mistrusted? What does Mrs. Jones mean when she says, shoes got by devilish ways will burn your feet? What does that mean? Why do you think Roger can't say thank you to Miss Jones as he's leaving? And what themes are in this story? A lot of thought-provoking questions we have here. Pick 3. If you want to answer all of them because you really like the story, go right ahead, okay? All right, good luck, guys.